Well, folks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season may have ended, but the news isn't going to stop anytime soon. Following the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' loss to the Detroit Lions in the divisional round of the 2023 NFL playoffs, Baker Mayfield had this to say when asked about the possibility of returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is per Jenna Lane of ESPN, by the way.
I love this group. I've said that all year, and it's authentic. I mean that. And so it would mean a lot for me to bring back a lot of key pieces to get this back together and to get it in year two in the system. That you can make huge strides. And so I would love that. Obviously, who knows how it's going to play out, but can't say enough about this organization for the opportunity they gave me this year. And so just thankful. And so hoping it works out. I love this.
So, obviously, Baker Mayfield, we've talked about the mutual interest between Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers already this year, and this was an opportunity that Baker Mayfield was able to take a big advantage of, right? A huge advantage of. Now, I'm probably going to make a separate video talking about Todd Bowles and his side of what he said after the game regarding Baker Mayfield and whatnot, but I certainly think it is notable that a guy like Baker Mayfield saying, hey, would love to bring back some key pieces, getting a second year in the offense would be really huge to be able to make really big strides with Dave Canales and his offense. And he was thankful for the opportunity that the organization was able to give him. And you take a look at the stats, and it was an opportunity that Baker Mayfield really was able to do some good things with this year. Again, 28 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, a rushing touchdown in there as well for 29 total touchdowns on the year, 4,000 plus passing yards, a 9-8 record, a playoff berth, a division title, a playoff win, and then almost a second playoff win, or I guess I should say a competitive second playoff game in there as well. This was an overall very good season for Baker Mayfield, by the way. He finished with 6 passing touchdowns, over 600 passing yards, and 2 interceptions throughout the course of the Buccaneers' 2 playoff games. It has not counted the second playoff game yet, but if we were to go to the ESPN stats and take a look at the overall stat line that Baker Mayfield had and just do some very simple math. He had 349 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. That is about 686 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. It's pretty darn good, all things considered. It was a good playoff run for the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. It was a good season for Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the fact that he is appreciative of this opportunity, again, I think that makes all the sense in the world. The fact that he wants to be back with these pieces, if you are hopeful that you're going to be getting Mike Evans back and get Chris Godwin worked into the mix and working in a system of Dave Canales' that obviously Baker Mayfield can play well in, it makes all the sense in the world as to why Baker Mayfield would want to be back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It also seems like there's a very clear chemistry between the coaching staff and quarterback here. We talked about it so much. Mayfield loves playing for this team. The team loves having Baker Mayfield. Again, I'm going to talk about Todd Bowles' side of things in a separate video likely, but it just goes to show the love, right? It goes to show the appreciation that Baker Mayfield has for the organization and really just how good of a season this was for Mayfield this year. I think that it was a great year overall. I think that the Buccaneers had a lot of success, overachieved in a lot of people's minds, Baker Mayfield included in that. And I think that Baker Mayfield proved that he is a guy who should be here on a semi-long-term deal for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that is a contract that he has earned, especially considering where you look at where he was last year. He's earned the right to be a franchise quarterback yet again. He's earned the right, the contract, the payday that he is expecting, that a lot of people are expecting him to have, and that he should have at the end of the day. I talked about this in a separate video where reasons to have optimism for the Bucks based on how this season went. Baker Mayfield's right up there with reasons to be optimistic. If Baker Mayfield can play this way next year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if he does come back, I'm going to be making a whole separate video also talking about the quarterback outlook for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers also and what their options may be. But Baker Mayfield's a guy that I think just exudes confidence, raises the game of players around him, And I think this team is just better with Baker Mayfield on it as opposed to him not being on it, depending on contextually what all the options are out there. Mayfield is one of the top guys that's available, and he is now had a year in the system, has a good rapport with the players and the coaching staff. A lot of the organization loves him, the players love him. It's just all around good vibes. And I think that all of that is to say that Baker Mayfield, yes, should be back. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucks.